Good morning, kings and queens. How y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday morning? Hopefully, y'all are rising up and getting prepared to have a great week. Do something with the kids, do something with the family. Get prepared for tomorrow for church, or just rejuvenate and refresh. Get some rest. I wanted to come to y'all today to kind of talk about a couple of reasons why I've made some of the decisions that I've made in regards to um, going from Team R. Kelly to Team Truth. A lot of people have been asking that question. What was it that sparked the change in me? Um, as I explained before, I was always a fan of R. Kelly music. I've been singing R. Kelly music for years. If y'all look back on my Facebook or my YouTube or anything, you'll see that, yes, I'm a singer. Yes, I do some acting. Yes, I do uh, a lot of things, right? I'm in the entertainment industry. I'm an opera singer by trade. Um, Actually went to high school and learned how to sing classically. When I say that, I mean Il mio bel fuoco, o lontanor vichinor, che ser possio, senza cangiar mai sempre, per voi corre pupille, oderrà sempre. Little things like that. So, um, music has always been a part of my life. And so, um, R. Kelly with I Believe I Can Fly, um, all of his classic songs. You Saved Me, all those songs were inspirational songs. And so, those songs, they gripped me as a young singer, especially as a young African American singer. So, you tend to sing what music is hot, and R. Kelly's music has always been hot. Um, Someone said, well, you knew what was going on with his case back in 2008. So why do you support him now? In 2008, let me see, I'm 39 now. 2008 was 12 years ago. So that would make me, what, 27, I believe. And back then, I wasn't really 2008. I really wasn't focused on what R. Kelly was doing personally. It just wasn't. Um, I didn't like what he was doing. I didn't like what I was seeing, but also I didn't have daughters that were the ages at which he's violating or which he's accused of allegedly violating now. So it just didn't sink in. When I did see the video clips of when there's the alleged thing of him peeing on you know um, allegedly Rashana's head, I thought it was disgusting and horrible. Of course, everyone else did, and then the other things in the video. But as time went on and he got acquitted, which we all know now that he bought his acquittal, um, this time just kind of fades out, and you kind of go on about your life. Well, as you get older, you start being a father yourself, start dealing with teenagers and things like that. That's when you start looking at, with all these, thing with the child disappearances and all that kind of stuff. Sex trafficking, all those things mean a lot more as you become an older male or older man in this world. Um, so I started paying more attention. The thing that kind of really, as far as how I got towards Teen Kales, it was more so for my love of his music. I never really knew him as a man. I've never met R. Kelly. I know people that know R. Kelly, as y'all know. Um, Me and Dana we did plays together and acting. And when I first moved to Atlanta, Dana really put me on to, um, some contacts on where to go. And because I didn't know nothing, I was moving here from Ohio, so I didn't know. All I knew was I wanted to sing, I wanted to act, and Atlanta is huge for that. And so, Dana, I ran across Dana. He was at one show that we did where we had Young Jock was in it. a lot of other celebrities. And I went for the audition, and by the grace of God, I made it. I met Dana there, and me and Dana just kept in contact over the years. And one day, Dana called me for a audition for a show that he was involved in, to audition for a part that was about a week away from the show. And the guy that they were advertising to be the headliner for the show didn't have enough time to learn the lines for the show. So he called me and said, "Man, I know you want to do this acting thing. How bad you want to do it?" I said, "I want to do it. That's what I want to do." And he said, "Okay, well, can you learn a whole script in a week?" And I was like, "Man, send it to me. Let's see what I can do." So I literally locked myself in the room for about 3 days. Came out only to eat, shower, and I just went back in that room and I just learned that doggone script. To make a long story short, I got the part. Okay, did the play, and it kind of took off from there. It's gonna spin around into a VH1 series and all that kind of stuff. So everything that I've been doing with my music and acting, all this stuff was done before this R. Kelly stuff. Okay, um, because I knew Dana, I saw how hard he was fighting for R. Kelly. I was like, you know what? I love R. Kelly music. You know, me and Dana cool, so I'll see what he's talking about. So I rock with Dana. You know, listen to his lives, and you know, just listen. And then when I finally realized that Dana actually knew him, and Dana has a lot of information that people have not seen, that proves how much and how close R. Kelly is to him personally. Um, Videos of him and R. Kelly sitting there just chilling. Okay, and so that's when people can show you those kind of receipts. It makes you feel like they're verified or they're relevant in what they say. So to make a long story short, I've always been the type of person I think for myself, and I'm able to sit there and analyze a situation. I'll listen to what you got to say, and I'll listen to, you know what, okay, this is really how I feel about it, or this is how I see it. We can be looking out the same window and have different views. And when it came to the morals of him as a man, meaning R. Kelly, they didn't quite line up with mine. And I felt like, you know what, I'm not close enough to him personally to feel as though that I can be loyal to him, even based off these allegations. What made me decide to say, you know what, enough is enough, was Angelo Clary. When I listened to him talk, when I listened to um, what he was going through, and I saw the pain in his eyes as a father of an 18-year-old myself, it hit home. And I said, you know what? Let me put myself in his shoes as a father. Despite how much I love his music, would I be able to still rock with him if he had my daughter? And allegedly, I couldn't get in contact with her, or did not have the amount of information or the amount of communication that I wanted with the child that God gave me. And I said, no, I would not be cool with that. I would be enraged. And so I understood that. And so from there, I started listening to Larry. I ran across Team True page, and I wanted to see what the other side was saying. And when you see people that are full of love, full of peace, just literally reading the indictments, going through them, asking questions, how do y'all feel, having people call in to explain and give different perspectives on it, how can you not respect that? How can you not say, wow, this makes sense? You know, I hear people say, make that make sense. It makes sense to read, understand, research, verify, and then conclude. That is what Team Truth is all about. We're about listening, understanding, uplifting, verifying, and loving. How can you as a human being not respect a group of people like that? When we go on the live with Larry, it's all love. Everybody, how you doing? Hey, I love y'all. Everybody talking to everybody. Like you feel like you're really a part of a virtual family. And we're all on one mission, and that's to love on each other. That's what Team Truth is all about. So a lot of people don't understand what it is, why people um, love Team Truth. It's because they literally read, verify, and just talk about what is in the indictments, talk about the interviews, have the actual people on to talk and express themselves. And it's no judgment. It is what it is. Um, that was what made me decide, you know what? That's what I want to be a part of. I was never Team Kales. I never spoke out against R. Kelly. I never spoke for R. Kelly. Um, I've always loved his music. So when it comes to the music, we were here. When it came to him, it was here. It's kind of like you don't know enough to make a decision on if you really support a person or not. That's really what it came down to. So now you look at consistency. I was on the other side, but you got this one arguing with this one going to the police on this one stealing content from this one taking this person's content, getting on their platform, talking about their content, putting a twist to the content, fabricating what they really said, and then they fighting, and then you got this team over here coming together to fight, and it's like a whole big old Avengers war on that side. No one trusts anybody. Everybody recording, everybody calls. How can you? You don't even want to call in because you feel like they're going to record something that you said, play it over, something that you say to them, maybe in privacy, your own opinion, and then it gets played out across the air. It is very hard to function in dysfunction. And that is truly what is on that other side. King Kales is full of dysfunction. You know, and that's something that if you are a stable-minded person, that you can't and won't deal with. So, you know, that explains that. As far as my thing with this DJ Tyson thing, I only came on because I really got to the point where I was tired of hearing, seeing this grown man bum, beg, lie, misrepresent, humiliate, mislead, and manipulate these people. I didn't see any men over on their side speaking up. Not a one. And I'm like, how is there not one person speaking out about this? I did not realize how much backlash I would get for speaking out against it. But I felt like, you know what? If you really feel the way you feel, instead of getting behind the camera and saying, man, that's messed up, why not be a man and step up and speak out? Yes, I get cussed out every day. Yes, I got other bloggers making videos about this, about that. You on this man, and that's all you talk about is this man, and this man, this man, this man, this. That's not the purpose. Somebody asked me the other day, well, if you post your Cash App and people give you money, are you going to give it back? You don't see my Cash App posted. You don't see my PayPal posted. And the reason why it's not is because I'm not here for that. I have a very good paying job. I have a very solid family. I have a solid, rock hard relationship with God. I don't need YouTube to pay for a place to stay or pay for my next meal. And there's nothing wrong with those that do. But when you publicly humiliate people that have helped you out of the kindness of their hearts, and they say to you, because of my love for Christ, I would do it again. A real man steps up and says, you know what, that's enough. And I happen to be that man. So, to the other person over there, this is not about you. This is about right and this is about wrong. That is why I stepped up and I stepped out. There's no need to make any more videos about you. I will tell you that if you do come out with another video, after this video, that is not respectful, I'll leave it there. But I will say that to all my subscribers out there, I love y'all. I appreciate you all. I want to continue to be a man that you all can look to and say, you know what? That's how we want our sons to be raised, to know how to treat women, to know how to speak to women, to know how to uplift women, to know how to fight for right and for wrong. At the end of the day, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I could not sit back and watch another black man tear down our black queens or tear down women in general and then get mad and cuss them out because they don't give him money. That's not right. I've been seeing these videos out. I've been had the information about when he beat on his wife, Crystal Quarles, for 19 years. I got that information. I didn't put it out. Somebody else did. I guess it's been out. One thing I can't stand is a woman beater. Woman had to flee and hide out from this man out of fear for her life. I'm going to let that be. Okay? But the information is already out there. But just know, as far as I'm concerned, you get no brownie points, you get no respect for being a woman beater. A lot of times when men are small, little men, low self-esteem, they choose to try to beat on a weaker vessel because it makes them feel bigger. And that's exactly what happened in that case. Y'all can verify what I'm saying. When I tell y'all I got all the receipts, I got them all. I choose to not put that kind of stuff out because it's already out there. Y'all can look it up. But just know that I got that too. Many other things. I'm choosing to be decent. I'm choosing to try to stay on the positive side, but sometimes people can make you prove that you can be just a little bit petty too. Let's not do that. Let's move forward. This is my last time talking about this dude. Team Truth, I love y'all. We are reaching the masses and people understanding what it's going to be in the future for a group of people to love and uplift and be there for people that need someone to listen to them, to say, hey, I was a victim too. I love y'all. I pray that God bless y'all. Have a safe weekend. And I will talk to y'all later. God bless.